In this video, you will learn to solve this problem that was asked in JEE main exam. For the purpose that every student, even those students who don't have knowledge of any chapters, can understand solution of this question well and without any confusion, I will start this video by solving these questions in the beginning. First question and second question are from matrix chapter. 3 number question is from complex number chapter. 4 number question is from arithmetic progression chapter. Then you will learn to find the difference of two matrices. Then you will learn to multiply a matrix by a number. Then you will learn to find the product of two matrices. Let us start now. If B be a matrix that satisfies this condition, that B square is equal to minus B, then we have to find all values of n lying from 1 to 100 that satisfy this equation. It is given that B square is equal to minus B, and we have to find solution of this equation. That means value of n that will satisfy this equation. Multiplying both sides of this equation by B, we get B square times B is equal to minus B times B. This implies B cube is equal to minus B square, minus B square. But B square is equal to minus B. When we write minus B in place of this B square, this becomes B cube is equal to minus B. This implies B cube is equal to B. That means number 3 satisfy this equation. That means one value of one solution of this equation will be 3. Again, we multiply both sides of this equation by B square. B cube times B square is equal to B times B square. This implies B5 is equal to B cube, but B cube is equal to B. When we write B in place of this B cube, we get B5 is equal to B. That means 5 satisfy this equation. Therefore, one value of n will be 5. Similarly, when we multiply both sides of this equation again by B square, then this becomes B5 times B square is equal to B times B square. This implies B7 is equal to B cube, but B cube is equal to B When we write b in place of b cube, this becomes b7 is equal to b. That means 7 also satisfy this equation. Therefore, 7 will also be one value of n. In this way, we can get that b9 will be equal to b, b11 will be equal to b, and so on. That means 9 will also be solution of this equation. 11 will also be solution of this equation. Similarly, 13 will also be solution of this equation. 15 will also be solution of this equation. Last value of n will be 99, because we observe that only odd number 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15 are solution of this equation, not even number. Since 100 is even, therefore 100 will not satisfy this equation. But we know that b to the power 1 will also be equal to b. That means 1 will also satisfy this equation. Therefore, 1 will also be one value of n. If a square is equal to a, then find all values of n from 1 to 100 that satisfy this equation a to the power n is equal to a. Given a square is equal to a, and we have to find the solution of this equation a to the power n is equal to a. When we multiply both sides of this equation by a, we get a square times a is equal to a times a. This implies a cube is equal to a square, but a square is equal to a. Therefore, we can write a in place of this a square. This implies a cube is equal to a. Again, we multiply both sides of this equation by a. This becomes a cube times a is equal to a times a. This implies a4 is equal to a square. This implies a square is equal to a. Therefore, we will write a here. A4 is equal to a. This is already given that a square is equal to a. A square is equal to a. And a to the power 1 will be equal to a. That means value of n that can satisfy this equation will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and in this way we will get a5 is equal to a6 is equal to a, and so on. Therefore, value of n that can satisfy this equation will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 99, 100, up to 100. If omega cube is equal to 1. Then find all values of n from 1 to 100 that satisfies the equation omega to the power n is equal to 1. Given omega cube is equal to 1, we have to find the solution of this equation. Multiplying both sides of this by omega cube, we get omega cube times omega cube is equal to 1 times omega cube. This implies omega 6 is equal to omega cube times 1 means omega cube. But omega cube is 1, therefore this omega cube will become 1. This implies omega 6 is equal to 1. Again multiplying both sides of this by omega cube, we get omega 6 times omega cube is equal to 1 times omega cube. This implies omega 9. Omega 9 is equal to 1 times omega cube. This implies, but omega cube is equal to 1, therefore we write 1 here. Omega 9 is equal to 1. Here it is given that omega cube is equal to 1. Omega cube is equal to 1. That means 3 satisfy this equation. 6 satisfy this equation. 9 satisfy this equation. 3, 6, 9 are multiple of 3. That means multiple of 3. Similarly, when we multiply both sides of this by omega cube, we will get that omega 12 will be equal to 1. That means 12 will also satisfy this equation. That means multiple of 3 will satisfy this equation. That means next number will be 15. Similarly, we get more multiple of 3. And last number will be 99, which is multiple of 3. Because 100 is not multiple of 3. Therefore, last number will be 99. We have to find value of n from 1 to 100 that satisfy this equation and this equation simultaneously. Which value of n satisfy this equation and this equation simultaneously? We see that this number 3 satisfy all these 3 equations. Similarly, number 9 satisfy all these 3 equations. Again, number 15 satisfy all these 3 equations. And at the end, this number 99 satisfy all the 3 equations. We write 3, 9, 15, 99 here. 3, 9, 15, dash 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 99. When we add 6 with 3, we get 9. Suppose this is A and 6 is D. 6 is D. When we add 6 with 3, we get 9. That means we get A plus D. Again we add 6 to get 15. That means we add d with this a plus d, a plus 2d. In this way we proceed. When numbers are written with this rule, that we write any number a and add some number d with a to get next term, again add d with a plus d to get next term. In this way numbers are written, then we say that these numbers are in arithmetic progression, and we say this a as first term, a plus d as second term, a plus 2d as third term, and so on. Here a is equal to 3, first term is equal to 3, and d is equal to 6 because we add 6 with 3 to get 9. Therefore, d will be equal to 6. This d is called common difference of AP. Now we want to know how many numbers are there in this AP. How many numbers are written in this AP. Suppose there are terms in this AP, then TR will be last term. If number of term in this AP be R, then TR will be last term. Now this is formula. TR is equal to A plus R minus 1 times D. This is formula. By using this formula, we can write TR is equal to A means 3 plus R minus 1 times D means 6, and this TR is equal to 99. That means 3 plus R minus 1 times 6 will be equal to 99. This implies R minus 1 times 6 will be equal to, when we subtract 3 from 99, we get 96. This implies R minus 1 is equal to, we divide 96 by 6, 1, 6. Now we shift 1 on the right hand side. This implies R is equal to 16 plus 1, 17. That means there are 17 numbers in this arithmetic progression, and all the numbers satisfy these three equations simultaneously. Therefore, there are 17 value of n from 1 to 100 that can satisfy these three equations simultaneously. This is a equation. If we multiply b by 1, it will make no any difference, because 1 times b will be equal to b. Therefore, there will be no any change in the equation. This equation will be satisfied if a to the power n become equal to a. a to the power n become equal to a. Omega to the power n become equal to 1. Omega to the power n become equal to 1. B to the power n become equal to b. B to the power n become equal to b. That means value of n that satisfy all these three equations simultaneously will satisfy this equation. If A is equal to this matrix, then A square will be equal to A. How can we know that A square will be equal to A? I will explain. If B is equal to A minus I, where A is this matrix and I is unit matrix, then B will be equal to this matrix and B square will be equal to minus B. How can we know that B square will be equal to minus B? I will explain this also. If omega is equal to root 3i minus 1 by 2, then omega cube will be equal to 1. I will also explain this. At first, we start my explanation from this. Then we will explain this. Then we will explain this. Given omega is equal to root 3i minus 1 by 2, we have to find value of omega cube. We write here a equation x cube is equal to 1. And we want to solve this equation. For that purpose, we shift this one on the left hand side. This implies x cube minus 1 is equal to 0. But 1 cube will also be equal to 1. Therefore, in place of this 1, if we write 1 cube, then there will be no any change in the value. Now, we multiply x minus 1 with x square plus x plus 1. When we multiply x minus 1 with this expression x square plus x plus 1, then we get x times x square x cube, x times x x square, x times 1 x, minus 1 times x square minus x square, minus 1 times x minus x, minus 1 times 1 minus 1. This x square, this minus x square will be cancelled out. This plus x, this minus x will be cancelled out. And there will be left x cube minus 1. X cube minus 1. That means x cube minus 1 can be written in this way. Therefore, we write x cube minus 1 cube, that means 1 in this way. X minus 1 x square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. This implies either x minus 1 will be equal to 0 और एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस एक्स प्लस वन, एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस एक्स प्लस वन will be equal to 0. This implies either x is equal to 1 or we will have to solve this equation. If ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 be a quadratic equation, then solution of this equation is x is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac root under by 2a. We will apply this formula to solve this equation. When we compare this equation x square plus x plus 1 with x square plus bx plus c, then we see that in place of a here is 1. In place of b, that means coefficient of x is 1. And this constant number c is 1. When we apply this formula to solve this equation, we write one solution is x is equal to 1, x is equal to 1, or x is equal to, here we apply this formula, minus b minus 1 plus minus b square minus 4ac, 1 square minus 4 times 1 times 1 by 2a, that means 2 times 1. This implies x is equal to 1 or x is equal to minus 1 plus minus, this is minus 3 by 2 times 1 means 2. Here is minus 3 under root. Root under minus 3 is equal to 3 times minus 1 root under. This will be equal to root of 3 times root of minus 1. This root of minus 1 is denoted by I. This root of minus 1 is denoted by I. And when we write I in place of root of minus 1, this becomes root 3I. When we write root 3I in place of root under minus 3, then this becomes minus 1 plus minus root 3I by 2. Thus, we get 3 solutions. First solution is 1. Second solution is when we take plus sign here, then root is minus 1 plus root 3I by 2. And when we take minus sign here, then root is minus 1 minus root 3I by 2. In the question it is given that omega is equal to this, and look at this, both are same, that means this is omega, that means solution of this equation is x is equal to 1. This is omega. Solution of this equation is omega. And one more solution is this, minus 1 minus root 3i by 2. When we square this, then this becomes equal to this. Therefore, we can also write omega square here. But it is obvious that omega given in the question is a root of this equation. If omega is a root of this equation, then omega will satisfy this equation. That means when we put omega in place of x, LHS will be equal to RHS. That means omega q will be equal to 1. A is equal to this matrix, B is equal to A minus I means unit matrix. We have to find B is equal to what matrix, minus B is equal to what matrix. B is equal to A minus I, that means B is equal to A, write this matrix, 2 minus 1 minus 1, 1 0 minus 1, 1 minus 1 0 minus I means unit matrix. This is unit matrix, 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Principal diagonal element are 1. Principal diagonal elements are 1 and all other elements are 0. All other elements are 0. How to subtract? We will subtract elements of this position from element of same position. This is first row, first column position, where we will subtract this one, which is at first row, first column position, from element of this matrix at the position of first row, first column, that means from 2. Then this will be equal to 2 minus 1 means 1. Minus 1 minus 0, that means minus 1. Minus 1 minus 0, minus 1. 1 minus 0, 1. 0 minus 1, minus 1. Minus 1 minus 0, minus 1. 1 minus 0, 1. Minus 1 minus 0, minus 1. 0 minus 1, minus 1. Thus, we find matrix B 1 1 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 1 1 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. B is equal to this matrix. When we multiply both sides by number minus 1, then minus 1 times B is equal to minus 1 times 1 minus 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1 minus 1. When we multiply this matrix by minus 1, then each element of this matrix will be multiplied by -1. When 1 is multiplied by -1, we get -1. -1 times 1, -1. -1 times 1, -1. -1 times -1, 1. -1 times -1, 1. Similarly, 1, 1, 1, 1. And -1 times b can be written as -b. Therefore, we get matrix minus b as -1, -1, -1, -1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. -1, -1, -1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. B square means b times b. That therefore, in place of b, we write this matrix times this matrix. How to multiply these two matrices? We write first row of first matrix here, here and here. Now multiply this first row with elements of first column. Find these three products. Add these three products -1 and write in place of first row and first column -1. Now write this first row here and multiply this with second column of second matrix like this. Then add these three products 1 and write in place of first row and second column 1. Similarly, multiply elements of first row with elements of third column as is multiplied here. Add all these three products to get the sum 1 and write here. Now we multiply elements of second row. We see that elements of first row and elements of second row are same. Therefore, we will get the result same -1, 1, 1, and we write -1, 1, 1 here. What we have done? We have multiplied element of second row with elements of first column. Add all these three products and write here. Then we multiply elements of second row with elements of second column. Find these three products, add these three products and write this sum here. In this way, we multiply elements of second row with elements of third column and write this sum here. Again, we multiply elements of third row with elements of first column and find sum of these three products right here. Similarly, we multiply elements of third row with elements of second column and find this sum to write here. Elements of third row with elements of third column to get 1 here. We see that this matrix is same as this and this is equal to -b. Therefore, this matrix is -b. That means b square is equal to -b. Write elements of first matrix, first elements of first row of this matrix here, here and here 2 minus 1 minus 1. Now multiply this with elements of first column, add these three product and write here. Multiply elements of first row with elements of second column, add these three product and write here. Multiply elements of first row with elements of third column, add these three product and write here. Now multiply elements of second row 1 0 minus 1, 1 0 minus 1, 1 0 minus 1 with elements of first column here, second column here, third column here. Find product, add these three product 1 0 minus 1 and write in second row 1 0, here is minus 1, 1 0 minus 1, 1 0 minus 1. Write third row here, here, here. Multiply them with elements of first column, second column, third column. Add these three product, add these three product, add these three product and write these three sums 1 minus 1 0 in the third row. Now look at this. This matrix and this matrix is same. Therefore, this is equal to A, but this is equal to A square. Therefore, A square will be equal to A.